Hello, welcome back to boot camp and the next step on your Start 1K journey. We are still on the marketing section, and today we are going to talk about marketing channels. So we're going to finish today with a better understanding of what marketing channels are and a list of marketing channels that are relevant to your audience. So marketing channels. Now, when we get into it, I want you to keep in mind your absolute dream customer who we made the persona on an earlier session. The marketing channels we pick must be where your absolute dream customer hangs out. So always bear them in mind as we're talking, because we need to pick the channels where they are. So I made a list of all of the marketing channels that I could think of, and this is what I came up with. Now, don't be too put off. It really isn't as bad as it looks. You will not use all of these. You definitely will not use all of these. You might use one. You might use 2, 3. I wouldn't go over 4, 5 because you're going to exhaust yourself, and it's all about making marketing easier. So I'm going to talk you through this screen and keep in mind that dream customer, and that's what we need to pick the channels that are relevant to them. So the left-hand side of the screen is online marketing channels, and the right-hand side of the screen is offline marketing channels. So I'm going to start at the top left with the social media. So we've got lots of different platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok needs adding in there. And when you're talking about social media, there's lots of elements within each platform. You've got adverts and hashtags and groups. So you need to think about where your customer hangs out. And if your customer hangs out on Facebook, for example, we need to get good at Facebook. We need to be looking at Facebook groups and things like that. So moving to the center of the screen, we have got your website and search engine marketing. And also a biggie is Google My Business. And I've made that pink and bold because that is so important for businesses. It's free. And if you're not already on Google My Business, I urge you to get on there ASAP because it's free and it's a great way to get found online. If you just Google My Business, it'll talk you through it step by step. It's pretty straightforward. I would recommend getting pictures on there as well. So we've also got Google Ads. Now, Google Ads can be very powerful, but again, think about your customer. Is your customer going to go to Google to find the service that you offer? Because Google Ads can be expensive. We've also got online directories and lead generation sites. So you might be thinking along the lines of Checkatrade, for example, is a lead generation site. But it's obviously got to be relevant to your business. So do a bit of Googling, search for your product or service and see what comes up. And then see if there's any lead generation or online directories and get yourself registered on them. So we've also got reviews. Now, reviews are very important. It helps customers to make a decision before they contact you. Everyone likes to do a little bit of research. So a couple of things with reviews. First of all, you want to think about where you would like your bank of reviews to build up. And that is going to come back to your dream customer. You know, where is your dream customer? Is your dream customer on Facebook? Then you want your reviews on Facebook. Is your dream customer Googling? Then you want your reviews on your Google listing. So think about where you want your reviews, and also think about how you're going to ask for reviews. Sometimes it's quite difficult to ask for reviews. So what you might do is when the customer's used your service and they've done with everything, you could send them a thank you card. And, you know, thank you so much for the business. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you have a moment, would you mind leaving me a review on whatever platform you decide to build up your reviews on? So what else have we got here? We've got competitions. Competitions are a really good way to kind of get a lot of people engaging with you. You see restaurants and hotels, you know, win a 2-night stay or win a meal for 2 if you know, like and share or what have you. So competitions, again, depending on your business, depending on your customer. We've also got webinars and workshops and informative videos. So this is really good to give people a little bit of a taste of what you offer. Videos are very good. They're a very good way to get a lot of information across in a way that's easy to digest. Watching a video is much easier than reading a big chunk of text. or a couple of pages of text. So videos are very, very good. And videos get a really good engagement on social media. So if you're going to go down the video route, and if your customer's on social media, share your video on social media. What else have we got here? We've got collaborations, influencers and affiliate companies. So what I'm getting at here is, think about who else has your customer. So you're wanting someone who's not direct competition with you, but someone who you might be able to make contact with and ask them if they would do a little bit of joint promotion. So for example, a dog walker might work up a collaboration with their local pet shop, you know, and they might say, would you mind putting my business cards on your counter, and then I would recommend you on my Facebook page. So thinking about who else has your business, your customer, not direct competition with you, but your customer goes there. So that can be quite powerful. So we've also got emails and newsletters. Now, these are a really, really good way to continually communicate with your customer. It does take obviously a little bit of effort you need to create a database, you need to promote the fact that you've got a newsletter to encourage more people to sign up to it. Then you've got to write the content for the newsletter and send it out. But it's a very, very good way to continually communicate with your customer. So emails and newsletters can be powerful. So I'm going to move on to the right hand side of the screen. I'm going to start at the top. So the first one is events. I know that COVID kind of ruined everything, but we're all coming out of it now. So hopefully some of these are going to start to become powerful again. So you've got networking events. You might have some industry specific events. There might be an event that your customer runs. There might be trade shows. So thinking about the industry you're in, your customer, where your customer's going to go, you might be able to start to come up with some events where you can go and attend. There are also a lot of online events as well. So again, do a little bit of Googling and see what you can come up with, and are there any events that you can go to where your customer's going to be. Now, we've also got on the right here, membership organisation. Is there something? So for example, a counsellor would list themselves on the counselling directory, and that would help them to get business. We've got brochures and catalogues, which can be expensive, but again, think about your customer. Is it the kind of thing your customer would read? We've got flyers and posters and banners, which can be, again, quite powerful depending on where your customer goes. Where will your customer go? Will that place let me put a poster up on their notice board? We've got outdoor advertising, so bus stop advertising and things like that can be expensive. But think about your customer. Would your customer see that? We have got a physical place. Now, this one can be quite interesting. So think about the places where your customer would visit. Would they go to a certain cafe, or, you know, is there somewhere where you could approach and ask them, would they mind putting your business cards on the counter or a poster up on the notice board? And then we've got phone calls and text messages. So again, a really good way to continually communicate with your customer, but you've got to get their number first. You've got to get their permission. So there is a lot going on there. But like I said at the beginning, you will not use all of them. Pick some relevant to your customer, So it's over to you. So what I would like you to do is come up with a list of which marketing channels are going to be relevant to your customer and post it in the group. Tell us in the group which channels you're going to start to explore and start to use for your business. And if you need any help at all, please drop us a message in the group and we will be more than happy to help you. Good luck.